In Amsterdam City, Aziz endures a boring office job with a manager that treats him horribly, makes him work extra hours, and pays him barely enough to survive. Unlike Aziz, his brother Mo doesn't work. He spends his time crashing parties and constantly calling Aziz at the office to try to get him to join him. Aziz is a nobody in the office, which is why he's shocked when his crush Tess asks him out on a date, and Aziz accepts, earning him lots of teasing from his co-workers. Unfortunately, it also earns him the attention of the manager, who gets incredibly jealous and fires Aziz, using the fact his brother is always calling him during work hours to distract him as an excuse. With all his belongings in a box, Aziz goes to see his brother at the party, but instead of showing sympathy, Mo gets happy about Aziz getting fired because it means now they can open a business together. Since Mo is a good-for-nothing, Aziz can't trust him with such a thing, and this triggers an argument during which Mo throws a ball that accidentally hits the house owner's girlfriend. As revenge, the guy sends his thugs Nolan and Jeffrey to beat them up. As the rest of the partygoers run away, the four men start a fight where not many hits are exchanged before the cops arrest them. In prison, the four of them keep arguing until Officer Kim brings prisoner Yoris to the cells too, and all the guys begin hitting on her except for Aziz. To shut them up, Kim tases all of them. Later, when night falls, Tess keeps waiting for Aziz at the office, but obviously he doesn't show up. The manager takes the chance to make a pass at Tess, but she turns him down, leaving him frustrated. At that moment, a terrifying ball of fire appears in the sky and the manager watches in fear as this thing crashes into the building. The guys in jail feel the ground shake and an alarm ring, but they blame it on an earthquake and decide to go to sleep. The next morning, Aziz wakes up first and discovers the cell doors are open. The men don't hesitate to escape, and while Mo starts arguing with Nolan and Jeffrey again, Aziz and Yoris go down the hallway to investigate, only to mysteriously find nobody around. When the group goes upstairs, they recover their phones from the locker and Aziz finds he has 15 messages from Tess, saying she's stuck in the office and that there are monsters everywhere, so she needs help. Aziz then realizes the police station is a mess, and when he goes outside with the others, they find the city turned upside down by zombies. In fact, one old lady zombie immediately comes right after them, only to be stopped by Kim, who doesn't hesitate to shoot the zombie before dragging all the guys back inside the station. Then she turns on the TV to watch newscaster Jan explain what happened. It turns out a Russian space probe crashed in Aziz's office building, and the parts that fell all over the place spread a virus in the form of a green slime that turns people into zombies. The city of Amsterdam is being hermetically sealed off by the army, and any survivors that haven't been infected yet can approach any of 3 secure areas at the city borders. While a worried Aziz tries to call Tess without success, Nolan looks around the rooms and finds a bowling ball where he accidentally gets his finger stuck. Kim wants to stay inside that house until the army arrives for the sake of their own safety, but at that moment, a few zombies manage to get inside and the group has no choice but to fight them, using random office items like a stapler, a keyboard, and a fan. Nolan's bowling ball turns out to be rather useful because it allows him to smash zombies' heads with ease. Once they're free of danger, the group gets in a police car and tries away, but since the car keeps running over zombies, soon it's covered in green slime and it's too dangerous to stay this exposed to it. Thinking fast, Kim makes everyone leave the car, and as she kicks off any zombies that come close, she brings the men into a store. Aziz in particular needs to be dragged because he keeps getting distracted by the sight of his office building with the probe on top. Inside the store, Aziz gets a call from Tess, who is fine but still needs help to escape the building. Aziz promises to rescue her, but when he tells the others, everyone calls him crazy and refuses to go with him, no matter how moving his speech about saving the innocent is. Kim decides they'll try to reach a secure area, but before leaving, the group grabs as much useful equipment as they can from the store, including a second bowling ball for Nolan. Mo also considers grabbing the money from the cash register, but Yoris points out that it's not much and that they can stop at the bank he works for later. Afterward, the group makes it to a gas station, where they start looking into what car they can take. Aziz still wants to leave alone to save Tess, prompting Kim to slap him multiple times to try to make him see reason. Jeffrey and Mo get in a limousine and find famous singer Ben Saunders in the back, only to accidentally kill him when a group of zombies arrives and the noises of the fight outside scare Mo into involuntarily shooting his crossbow. Since none of them knows how to jumpstart a car, they'll have to think of some other plan to keep going. They go back to the streets, defending themselves the best they can by using the stuff they took from the store, but it's not very effective. Thankfully, Jeffrey realizes they're near a garage owned by his friend Ruben, who works there with 2 other mechanics, and they're allowed inside with no trouble. Now that they're safe again, Kim takes a moment to apologize to Aziz for having hit him. Ruben and his friend show the group that they've discovered that green slime makes for a very powerful energy source that can make a vehicle run. However, things go sour when Jeffrey notices the 3rd mechanic is missing. It turns out he's become a zombie and he's been chained to a wall. The group wants to kill the monster, but Ruben won't let them and puts himself between the zombie and Jeffrey's party. This is an awful idea, because the zombie doesn't remember his friends and bites Ruben before breaking the chains to attack the others. While the group fights the zombie, Aziz picks another call from Tess, who is being surrounded by zombies and doesn't know for how long she'll be able to survive. Right before Nolan manages to finish the zombie off with his bowling balls, the monster manages to wound Kim, and Aziz cradles her in his arms because he refuses to leave her behind. Unfortunately, Nolan, Jeffrey, Mo, and Yoris don't care, and they leave in the slime-powered truck to find Yoris' bank. As soon as they make it to the bank, Yoris opens the safe and the group begins filling lots of bags with as much cash as they can. Nolan wanders off and discovers the work had been having a birthday party when the zombies came, and the birthday cake looks too delicious not to try it. There's a dead man's head on top of it, so Nolan tries to be as sneaky as possible, but the man wakes up anyway and bites Nolan's arm. When everyone is ready to go, Yoris shows his true colors and threatens the others with his weapon to make them hand him all the money, then he escapes right before the building gets surrounded by more zombies. Jeffrey and Mo discover Nolan has been bitten and Mo points out that the arm should go, but his idea is quickly turned down. Meanwhile, Aziz is carrying Kim on a cart from the garage and making his way to his office building. When Kim wakes up, she notices zombies keep coming after them, so she keeps them at bay with a mace. As she starts feeling better, she ditches the cart and walks next to Aziz, explaining how impressed she is by the fact he wants to save his girlfriend so badly because her ex would have never done that for her. However, when Aziz confesses he hasn't gone on his first date with Tess yet, Kim gets furious and hits him again before refusing to help anymore. At that moment, Aziz gets a call from Mo, requesting help too because they're stuck inside the bank. Tess calls as well, and now Aziz has to choose between the girl he likes and his own brother. At the bank, Nolan is starting to vomit green slime, meaning Jeffrey and Mo have no choice but to kill him off. This turns out to be harder than it looks and they have to use a variety of objects to get the job done, including a lamp, a bowling ball, and even a sink. On TV, Jan continues to update the viewers on the situation, killing any zombies that try to interrupt his program. It's been discovered the space probe attracts the zombies to the office building like a magnet, and Russia is sending a special commando to take care of it. Aziz and Kim arrive at the bank and distract the zombies by activating a car alarm, allowing them to enter the bank and rescue Jeffrey and Mo. The group runs away as fast as they can only to get stuck in a playground when the zombies surround them again, but when they're about to lose hope, they are surprised by the arrival of the Barachi brothers. These guys used to own a kebab restaurant and became expert monster hunters when one day all their clients transformed into zombies. Following a video game-like sequence, the Barachis beat up most of the enemies, and leave the last group to be killed by their very own trained zombie, who they release as a reward for a job well done. Before leaving, the brothers give the group directions to reach the closest secure area. Moments later, they finally arrive at the shelter, but Aziz doesn't want to go in and asks the soldiers to come with him to rescue Tess. Every soldier ignores the request and asks him to either enter or go away, going as far as turning their weapons on Aziz. Refusing to give up, Aziz steals an army truck and is surprised to see Mo, Kim, and Jeffrey coming with him. When they make it to the office building, they arm themselves with military weapons from the back of the truck. While Jeffrey stays outside with a minigun to keep the zombies back and get revenge for Nolan, Aziz, Mo, and Kim take the elevator to reach the higher floors and find Tess. Sadly, the elevator gets stuck when they're about to make it, so the trio has to force open the door and look for Tess while avoiding any zombies already in the building. At that moment, Jeffrey runs out of ammunition and rushes inside, only to find the elevator isn't working. Now he'll have to climb the stairs, which is a long trip to make from the first floor, not to mention the added weight of the minigun. As the trio carefully sneaks around the offices, they come across a co-worker of Aziz's who is here for Tess too because she's called every single guy she's had a night of fun with. Mo gets furious at the fact they've been putting themselves in danger, but Kim tells Aziz to go ahead and find Tess anyway while she and Mo use their firearms to fight the incoming zombie horde. Once he's far enough from the fight, Aziz calls Tess, only to hear her say she doesn't need saving anymore because another co-worker arrived first. While Tess and the guy get busy on a desk, the manager arrives as a zombie and attacks them both. Moments later, Aziz finally makes it to the roof, followed shortly by Mo, who got separated from Kim during the struggle. Zombies are also reaching the roof and coming after them, so the brothers shoot at them while having an argument because Mo blames Aziz for getting them stuck there. Furious, Aziz calls Mo a loser that breaks everything he builds, but as soon as he realizes how much he's hurt his brother, he apologizes and they make up with a hug. Suddenly, a helicopter drops a man on the roof. It's Russian commando Andrij, who comes across as brave and dependable only to get bitten by a zombie as soon as he lands. Before the infection takes his sanity, he urges the brothers to help him put the explosives he's brought all over the probe, that way they can blow up the building and all the zombies with it. Meanwhile, Kim comes across Tess, who apparently is scared and crying. However, this is all an act to bring Kim closer since she's a zombie too. While the women start to fight and Jeffrey continues to make his way upstairs very slowly, Aziz and Mo finish putting up the explosives right before Andrij turns into a zombie. The brothers fight him together to no avail, and Andrij manages to push Mo to the ground to bite him. Aziz finds a grenade the soldier dropped and hangs it on a pencil that he proceeds to stick on Andrij's head, effectively killing him when it explodes. Since Mo has been bitten, he decides to stay behind with the detonator and sends Aziz away, giving him 10 minutes before blowing up the building and telling him to go for Kim instead of Tess because she's a much better person. As he makes his way back into the building, Aziz comes across the manager, who he shoots quickly before turning around the corner and finding Kim killing Tess with a kick to the head. Afterward, Kim and Aziz begin running down the stairs, where they almost make Jeffrey cry when he hears they have to go down again after he climbed all his way up. On the roof, Mo finds himself surrounded by zombies and his gun isn't enough to stop them all. He can't die without finishing his mission, so he detonates the explosives before the 10 minutes pass. The building starts to shake as it is hit by the explosion and the trio has to hurry downstairs while dodging zombies at the same time. Fortunately, they leave the building right before it goes down, finding the Barachi brothers waiting for them in their car to offer a safe escape. Night has fallen by the time the group makes it to the secure area. Kim and Aziz want to celebrate with a kiss, but Jeffrey interrupts them and urges them to enter the secure area not to push their luck. Shockingly, things are not much better inside because the entire army has been attacked by vampires. After Aziz expresses his hate for such creatures, the group gets ready to fight while on TV. Jan sadly loses the battle and is killed in front of the camera. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thanks for watching.